Thank you for coming today. It's Powwow weekend in Mankato. It's a very special time. And today is even extra special because of this ceremony we're going to have unveiling this monument to the HoChunk Winnebago people. We were pleased to have been a part of the return of the HoChunk people to Mankato in Blue Earth County on May 6th, 2005. And that was a day that was very meaningful to many people here in the southern Minnesota area. Those of us who participated in that will never forget the wonderful spirit that day, hosting the elders and many young people of the HoChunk Nation as they return to their homeland, and due to years of work by John Christensen locating the HoChunk villages, and Mr. Tom Hagen connecting with a lot of people in St. Clair, we had a great day. And today we have from the HoChunk Nation in Winnebago, Nebraska, Mr. Matthew Pilcher, who's the chairman of the tribe. We're also going to hear from Mr. Jim Snow, vice chairman of the tribe. And a spiritual man is here to do the spiritual part of the ceremony. His name is Charles Noble. And there's a wonderful historical precedent here too. We're honored to have the presence of a leader in the Dakota Nation, Leonard Wabasha. His father is Ernest Wabasha, the traditional chief of the Dakota people. And there's a wonderful historical connection there. And so we're real happy that there is a representative today from the Dakota people too, and we might hear from him later. So now I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mr. Pilcher, and
before I do any talking, I'm going to ask my nephew Noble to say a word of prayer and to put some tobacco out for this event. Noble. Thank you. Ahoegi. Inja Krishna higera juwira wana ingi no pui. Agore jama oke hiza the sacha hiza kahira. Wang shik wani wana ege ajide. Who can you win? Who's going to guide? Ege go. Wang shik wani wana go. Karapana kogi ja ege wani ji. Won't check he walk you away. Ege jigema. Harawankaja, Sigay Jahi, what are we? He got you with a Shahana, Agi Wani, Ide. He just hook on either Wabasha, he guided. Won't get it, Catella, he gave away. There, my honor boy, PC gave away. Agi Hipa, Sigay, change what they with her. Sigay, you won't check you all give away. There, how on these shots of here. Asia, she get her. How can you not go? Homa, Homa, gotcha. Eggies guy, Ingo, Nyama Joey. Akcha, Egga Juida. When I ain't gonna be in a giveaway. And Wabashada, Pichi, Walshik Enix, Eske well get it. Jago, he gave one of the Kaka Walkie couldn't be an They don't get here. Yo. At this time, I'm going to ask Vice Chairman Jim Snow to say a few words. I have a great deal of respect for him. He's a member of our Buffalo clan, which usually does the speaking for our tribe. And he's also a Vietnam veteran. So I want to ask him to do this for us.
I want to say good afternoon to everybody, and say thank you for coming over here and being with us on this historic occasion. And the chairman in his speech, he wanted to thank all of you for coming over here. Thank God for that beautiful day and those beautiful thoughts that were put into the mind of the city of Mankato. Say thank you to the mayor and his staff and all those involved in making this event happen. He also remembers the significance of having our relatives over here come over and visit with us, and also a descendant of that leadership, Chief Wabasha, honored that he could come over here and be here. And when we first arrived here in 1855, Chief Wabasha and his people welcomed us, and they had a feast for the Winnebagos that lasted for 4 days, and it was really beautiful. And also, like Bruce has said, and when we returned here in 2005, again, the Lower Sioux community, the Dakota people, showed that friendship and gave free lodging to our elders that came on that journey. And again, here we are again, and marking the spot that when the Winnebago people arrived here, there were probably 300 canoes that came down this river to this spot here at this location. And for us to commemorate that, say thank you to your noble for that prayer. Also say thank you for that tobacco offering. And going along those lines, and then they also contacted our office in Winnebago, and then we had asked us to approve what was written on this marker. And so with that, and going along those lines, and giving thanks, and we have a gift here for Leonard Wabasha and Bud Lawrence from the Powwow Committee. In exchange of gifts and through friendship and appreciation, the Winnebago tribe wanted to present this to Leonard Wabasha, the chairman of the Powwow Committee, and also to donate this to the Powwow Committee in their efforts to support their powwow and their organization. So with that, I'll make that presentation now.
Mahkato Wacipi. Oas chante wishte na be chuza pido. Deon petu kimo shte. Hello, my relatives. I greet you all with a good heart and a handshake. I especially would like to extend my gratitude on behalf of the Mankato Bdewakanton Association and the Mahkato Wacipi, the Mankato commemorative powwow, and all the Dakota people for this recognition. We're very grateful to be honored in such a way that these people would come back to this land. We welcome them once again, as my forefathers did back in the late 1700s, first to what we call Houston County, Minnesota, southeast Minnesota, then again in the mid-1800s here to this land. You're welcome. Thank you for the recognition. Please come to our powwow. We'll have a good time, dance, pray, we'll sweat, we'll talk. It will be good. Thank you. And the city of Mankato, I'd like to thank you and recognize you also for putting this together, and all the people who were involved in this commemoration. Thank you.
I want to say welcome too, and I think this is a great thing to happen here. I first learned about the Winnebago people through Barry Blackhawk and Roberta Hall when they were going to college here. And then I learned more about them, and through the grandfather, David Littlebear. That's where I learned about the Winnebagos, and especially from David Littlebear. I want to thank you for the honor of the presentation of this blanket too. And we certainly hope that you folks can come back to Mankato on a regular basis. And you're certainly welcome here. Thank you very much.
Well, I do want to express my gratitude for your return. In May of 2005, I wasn't the mayor. Jeff Kagemeyer was the mayor, and he was unavailable to visit with the HoChunk Nation when they came back to this land. And I got to stand in his place. And I've been forever grateful to him for being absent, because it was a life-changing day. I spent some very quality time listening to stories from the hearts of the HoChunk people about their histories and about the hardship of their ancestors. And it came to very real to me how it was also my ancestors who helped inflict that pain. And so it was a day of reconciliation in both ways. And I'm very proud of you all to come back with the kind of charity and humility that you do, and the openness and the generosity of your hearts. Also, I would really like to thank the city staff, the people that have put this together. Thank you all for coming.